I have a request, everyone here. First off, thank you for watching this video. Don't miss a single video that we do here at Chat Sports. Make sure, once you subscribe, that your notifications are turned on properly. Click the bell and make sure it's on all and not personalized or off. That way, you don't miss a single awesome video we do here at Chat Sports, including the live Q&A coming up right now. All right, first up from Speedy, how good do you think the Redskins will do? Hashtag HTTR. Well, if you watched our mock draft, the 2021 mock draft, Vegas had them at number 2 overall. I think they will be better than that. I don't think they're going to be a playoff team. We'll see how Dwayne Haskins develops, but I don't think they'll be a bottom 2 team in the NFL. I think they'll probably come in around more along lines of 6 or so wins, which isn't great, but that is progress in year 2 with Haskins at the quarterback spot. Miguel Rodriguez, Jets picked up the 5th-year option on Jamal Adams, but they did draft a safety. Anyway, the Cowboys pushed for a trade before the season, or is this Earl Thomas all over again? Well, the Jets can just pay Jamal Adams number 1 safety money, and then they're fine, right? So it could easily become Earl Thomas 2.0 for the Dallas Cowboys, and in all likelihood, that's probably your most likely outcome. But if the Jets don't get close on a deal, maybe you pay Marcus May, you move him to strong safety, put Ashton Davis at free safety. Now, Ashton Davis is not a Jamal Adams replacement. They play very different games. Adams best in the box, Davis best back deep as a free safety, but he can play some nickel corner for you as well. So it is possible, but let's check in like 2 months and see where the contract talks are at for the Jets and for Jamal Adams. From James, will the Patriots top the AFC East? I mean, they've been at the top for years now, but their quarterback situation is very unclear, very murky, and maybe nowhere near as talented as it's been for the past, basically 20 years. So I think the Bills could legitimately be an option here. I think the Bills, frankly, should be the front runner, in all honesty. I think Buffalo, with that great defense and better offensive play than what we've seen in the past and being so close last year, and uncertainty for the Patriots, I think the Bills should be the favorite there. Maybe the Patriots finish with like 9 wins, but I think Buffalo should expect 10 wins, and I think this year, I think that's enough for the AFC. So let me know what you guys think. Pick your AFC East winner, Patriots, Jets, Bills, or Dolphins. All right, from Jason, who is a LA Laker fan, asking about the Chargers, is Justin Herbert going to be a bust or star in the future? He has the traits to really do both. Arm strength, size, athletic ability, checks off all of those boxes that you want. Processing, reading defenses, it's still a little slow. The accuracy can kind of wane at times. He's the type of guy you bet on for sure, but there certainly is bust potential. I'm not going to cheer against the kid, so I'm going to hope for star there, and maybe ends up being what people wanted Daniel Jones to be coming out of Duke. Speaking of Herbert, if you guys want his jersey, head over to chatsports.com/NFL jersey. The rookie jerseys are available for pre-order right now. They already got Herbert's number. Other players, not quite clear what those numbers will be at this time, like Henry Ruggs, like CeeDee Lamb as well. But the rookie jerseys for your top favorite draft picks are available at chatsports.com/NFL jersey. Chatsports.com/NFL jersey. And don't worry, I'll put that link in the comments and the description. So all you guys got to do is click and shop and buy your new rookie jersey. Super chat coming in from Yo Squiggly Man. Cowboys starting safeties and corners after camp. That's a tough one. They got to figure some stuff out because they got a lot of bodies at corner. It's safety. I think it's still going to be Clinton Dix and probably Xavier Woods, but maybe Chidobe Awuzie moves to safety. It's a possibility. I think Anthony Brown will be one of their top. They already paid him after all. I wouldn't be surprised if Awuzie started. Maybe Jordan Lewis legitimately is the odd man out, especially at nickel if they want to go with Anthony Brown instead. Maybe you make room for Trevon Diggs as a starter. So I'll go that it's these 5 guys in some order. Awuzie, Clinton Dix, Anthony Brown, Trevon Diggs, and one of Jordan Lewis or Xavier Woods. Probably Xavier Woods in the end. In Jordanier, who are some regression candidates for 2020, and why are the Packers one of them? Great question. The Packers stand out as a regression candidate. I look immediately at close wins. Were you abnormally good or abnormally bad in one-score games? If you were abnormally good, you're going to come back down. If abnormally bad, you're going to jump up. And then I also look at point differential, which kind of ties in together. If you have like 2 blowout wins by 30 points and then you have a bunch of one-score games, but you win most of them, you're going to regress. Green Bay, their point differential was not good. They are a prime regression candidate because if you win a bunch of close games the next year, you're probably going to lose some of them. So that's why Green Bay stands out as a regression candidate. Now, a question for you guys here. I want you guys, or I guess requests, I should say. I want you guys to shout out your area code in the comments section for me. Let me know where you guys are watching from. My phone says the 513. I don't know if that counts as my area code since, I'm in Dallas these days. I see the 317 from NP Town with no O. We'll give some shout outs here as well, but I want you guys to shout out your area code in the comments section. I see 561 from Tavis, the 818 coming in, the 480, 513 from Kevin Otto. That's Cincinnati, my friend. The Ponk Show, 661. Jace is 320. Speedy says he's not saying it. Mikey says England. Okay, that's fair. If you don't have an area code, I guess technically you can just throw out your country of origin. JC the 320, 513 from the Goat House, 302, 319, 850, 575, the 580. A whole bunch more coming in, the 813, the 703 as well. So keep those coming for me in the comments section. All right, from Jalen, based on what the Broncos did in the draft and free agency, do you think they are playoff ready? In the end, it really comes down to, is Drew Lock playoff ready? I think the defense is. I think the offensive line and receiving core can be. But if Drew Lock doesn't take a step forward beyond win-loss, we're talking about actual on-field play, the answer is no. With the third playoff spot, I think Denver could possibly get to 9 wins. That might be enough. Maybe they get lucky along the way. I still think next year, after the season, might be the best fit for Denver, but I do think you'll see growth from Drew Lock, and they will be at least in that discussion in the end. All right, from Jim Panson 84, what could the Packers get for Rodgers if they trade him after next season? Don't just start with the first-round pick. Now, Rodgers' value is lower because he's older. He's no longer a prime youngster. Now, he's still playing decently well, and, of course, there's been the championship game, but Rodgers is an older player. The cap hit for Green Bay is not great. Maybe that's why they try and hold off on a trade. But for his new team, if there is a 2021 trade, it's 3 years, $73 million. That's pretty darn cheap. So I think you're at minimum looking for a first-round pick. Probably something else as well, maybe a conditional future pick. But I think Green Bay, the asking price absolutely begins with a first-round pick. And then after that, though, they'll see, okay, what kind of offers are there out there. But I think you're right there, my friend. Next year is when the bidding war really begins for Aaron Rodgers in terms of potentially moving on after this year ends. Steelers fan Alan wants to know, who will have the best defense? You better say Pittsburgh. Laughy face, but then also angry face, so he's not kidding around. Pittsburgh's going to be in that discussion, no doubt. I think the Buffalo Bills will be in that discussion. I think the Patriots will be in that discussion. I think San Francisco as well, probably like my big four. And I apologize right now if I didn't mention your favorite team's defense, the other 28 teams out there, but you can only have so many top defenses out there. Also, big fan of you, Alan. I'm going to poke fun at you here. You did spell Pittsburgh wrong, just as an FYI, but I knew what you meant. It's okay. And I do think the Steelers will once again have a very good defense for this upcoming season. All right, America's team. Who is the better safety, Derwin James or Jamal Adams? Who gets extended first and who gets more money? So I'll go in kind of almost mid to last to first. Who gets extended first? Jamal Adams. He is eligible for extension. Derwin James, not quite yet. Who gets more money? Derwin James, because he'll sign after Adams, and the most recent guy almost always gets more money. Who's better? I mean, take your pick. You guys can chime in the comment section. I love both those dudes. I'd probably lean Jamal Adams more so than Derwin, but it's not like there's a wrong answer up there. Both those safeties are the two best young safeties in the NFL, I'd argue, by a significant margin. All right, from Corrupt88, best guess for early MVP, Defensive Rookie of the Year, and Offensive Rookie of the Year. He also says he hates my mock draft. Sorry, buddy. MVP, I'm going to go back to the Patrick Mahomes well. Boring, but I think that's pretty reasonable. Defensive Rookie of the Year, probably got to be an edge rusher or defensive lineman just based on stats. Maybe a linebacker. I want it to be Isaiah Simmons, but I think I'm going to go lame and go with Chase Young instead. As for Offensive Rookie of the Year, I don't think Edwards-Helaire puts up enough production. I'll go with Joe Burrow. If he can get the Bengals like 6 or 7 wins and puts up big numbers, and he's pretty well polished too, I think that makes most sense. So very boring answers there, but you said best guess, not most dramatic guess in the end. Another question for you guys. I'm curious what the answers are here. How many NFL teams do you cheer for? I'm sure many of you are just going to put in one. There's only one team that you're a true fan of. But if you have multiple teams, who are they? I have no issue, and I got a lot of friends and family who do this as well. They kind of end up having an AFC team and an NFC team. They definitely have one preferred team, but there are other teams that they cheer for. In the NFL, I kind of think your number's capped at 2. Because, like, for example, if you cheer for, like, the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Redskins, for example, those teams play once every 4 years. Like, that doesn't often present itself as an issue there. I see the highest number, 32. Okay, that's kind of crazy there. I love food, but don't like you. But I see 1, 2, and a couple of 3s mixed in there as well. So keep your votes coming as to how many NFL teams you guys cheer for. From Zach, do you think Kyler Murray will take a big leap in year 2 like Lamar and Mahomes? That's the hope, right? That Murray, who played more than Lamar and Mahomes did in year 1, takes that giant step forward and jumps himself into MVP consideration. I think that is in the range of outcomes for Kyler Murray. I also don't always want to put the expectation of this guy is going to have an MVP caliber year. Like, I think that's going to be an option there in terms of like outcomes, but I think it's a little bit more likely that that Kyler Murray ends up having a very good year. Maybe, how about this? How about Pro Bowl year is the expectation for Kyler Murray? Is that fair? Let me know what you guys think. All right, Jim Panson 84. Where could Aaron Rodgers end up if being traded next season? Are the Saints a fit? I'll mention some teams here. So you're looking for a team that doesn't have a locked-in quarterback, that could afford to bring on Rodgers and has the assets to go out and get him. Saints are a bit tricky. I think that's an option, but probably unlikely. The Bears would love to get him, but there's no way Green Bay trades him to Chicago. In fact, in general, you'd probably prefer an AFC team, which means maybe the Niners, if they don't win the Super Bowl this year, maybe they make some sense. After all, it would be kind of a homecoming for Aaron Rodgers. I don't think the Bucs move on from Tom Brady quite yet. So I'm looking AFC then. If Big Ben retires, what about Pittsburgh? And then you're looking for a team that has maybe a higher draft pick. The Packers could go crazy and give them to the Colts if they move on from Phil Rivers after 1 year. The team that really jumps out to me, there's 2 of them. The Jags, if they want to just go all in. Rodgers would hate that, I think, by the way. The team that really stands out to me, though, if they don't make the playoffs, how about the Las Vegas Raiders? Instant upgrade over Derek Carr. They have the money. They could have, in theory, the quarterback. They could cut Derek Carr and save a bunch of money, too. I think the Raiders, if they don't make the playoffs, are a very plausible candidate. Also, guys, I have a request for you. Can you please do me a favor and like this video? I really appreciate that here. We got a whole bunch of stuff to come up for you guys on the show today. All right, Bray next up here. Better regression candidate, Packers or the Patriots? That's a good one. I guess technically these are both regression. Probably the Patriots, just because they lost their quarterback. Like, they might be a similar team in terms of outcomes, but the quarterback loss is so significant for them. I think that makes them more like if one team's going to bottom out, wouldn't it be the Patriots, not the Packers? That's just my mindset, Bray, but I appreciate the question. It's a good one here on the show.